Topics with Cecil and Sureg'ay. Wine boy.
And here they are, those hot topics, those lovely men, Cecil and Sureg'ay.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to Hot Topics. It has been a slow week, but we decided to wake ourselves up so that we could chat with you about things that are going on. Cecil, how are you?
I'm doing so good, Sergey. Thank you for asking. I'm very, very excited.
I can't tell. It's only cropped from here up. I can't see down.
Well, rest assured that this wine glass is not balancing on a table.
Well, I feel like Kim Kardashian's poured a martini on her backside. Anyways, let's just start. And Wine Boy, how are you this evening?
I am doing fantastic. How are you?
I'm doing good. Sorry, I heard a dog moan, and I wasn't sure if that was you or the dog.
No moaning over here as of right now.
My computer is not on the...
It wasn't me, Sergey.
Well, we know it wasn't you. That's what she said. So, anyways, it's nice to hear both of you. You know, it's after these weeks of all of this depressing death and destruction, I'm always glad when the both of you show up on your computers because you never
actually alive.
It is nice. It is nice. I'm sorry, I need wine. It's been a week and I have been triggered and fighting with people left and right. Mostly right.
Oh, Sergey, I'm so sorry. Oh,
sorry. Apparently my glass is a little one-sided this week, but I'm sponsored.
You're sponsored by the Democratic Party? Sergey, I'm shocked.
Oh, those people do anything to get my vote.
That's true.
Cheers.
It's like time from church.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Wine Boy, for pouring this yesterday so we could get it via FedEx today.
You know, I'm trying just to ship them out as fast as I can, fellas.
I got mine in a little box today.
Oh, my God.
You did get a box of wine today? I told you, economic times are tough.
Times are tough. And I don't mind boxed wine, frankly.
As long as it's a tight box. That's what Wine Boy always says.
Yes. Make sure it comes in a tight box. It's nice. It's wet. You know, easy to pour. Easy to pour.
Okay. Now I'm just...
Wine Boy, we were enjoying our wine until you made both of us throw up a little bit in our mouths.
Exactly.
But I'm going to swallow those chunks from Goonies and get right on with the topics.
Some things are better left unsaid.
Let's check in with the live audience here. Let's see who's joining us already tonight.
Well, I can see that David Brady Hall is excited about the old box talk.
My God, what is he running for president with all three names? My God, Hillary Rodham Clinton. Who else is
He wants to be known as DBH.
DBH.
When he runs for president.
Down Bad Ho. That's his new nickname.
Sorry, that took me back to middle school.
Chris Condon wants to know, when are you going to adopt a 23-year-old Cuban man?
Well, sorry, I have not been exercising in quarantine, and these walls that have been built are very high to get over to get a new Cuban.
That is a lot of paperwork.
It goes away.
But I will say the Supreme Court ruling today surely made it easier to adopt a 23-year-old Cuban man, I'll say.
Yes, it seems like that was yesterday, but let's not be picky.
Nope, it was today.
It was? I thought today was the day they were like, no, Trump, you're unlawfully trying to enforce DACA.
That was today.
That's today. That's the same thing.
That's the thing. It's like everything is a blur, Sergey.
I know, and that's why I get upset, because people want to blame the media because they're like, well, the media just had, what are you consumed with the media? And it's like, no, I don't remember there being this many topics in former presidents, all 44. Let's not just try to pick at Obama like some people normally do.
Sure.
This current presidential standard
Catastrophe.
knows how to play the media and says cuckoo caca things on a daily basis, and then we get in trouble for bringing them up.
I know. What are we supposed to do? Just not talk about things?
Yes, you're supposed to be complacent. Bow your head, close your eyes, and say the prayers as loud as you can. Amen. See, I didn't hear a single fact.
It does drive me insane when people blame the media for people getting interested in things. It's like, should we just not be interested in things? I'm super. I just don't understand. Should we just should we just bury our heads in our sand, just like an ostrich?
Wine Boy, this would be a cute moment for you to have had a meme with the ostrich in their head in the sand.
Thanks,
Like
Wine Boy.
in Lady G's buttocks.
I think you think our production value is a lot higher than it really is.
Well,
Wine Boy swears to sleep at the wheel.
I think it is tonight.
Jesus, take the wheel, Wine Boy.
Anyway, speaking of our thousands of viewers, let's return back because there's a few more people. Hi, Gail Blackmer. I know it's very late for you to be up. David Brady Hall, we know you're here. Chris Congdon, nice to see you. We just want to give you a heads up for those of you that are watching this fabulous face and Cecil.
How dare you?
No need to dare me. I already went. We just want you all to give us ideas for Scarf Slap that will be coming up at the end of our episode, which is very shortly arriving soon.
I mean, of course we have ideas of people that we want to scarf slap, but we want to make sure that we get all of your ideas in too.
Yes, because it's the United States of America.
Exactly. Not divided.
One side or this side or that side or that side or that side. It's about all. What are you looking at your text for, Cecil? I'm talking.
I'm keeping track of our live streaming comments as they come.
A friend of mine would have said, it's like having a conversation with my father.
I'm in it, Sergey. I am in it all the way with you.
Ugh, that grosses me out.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we gave our shout out to the people that are already here. Either that or my Wi-Fi is just only letting 3 people appear to be here. But our audience is very large. We are broadcasting to Puerto Rico. Here's a paper towel. And all of the other countries that are in quarantine as well. Shannon,
Sergey,
thank you for getting online.
Shannon had this to say.
Shannon Starkey has been eloquent as fuck.
Yeah. We have a lovely 16 people watching. I'm very excited to announce.
Oh my gosh, we have people calling from San Diego. Thank you, Troy Tinker.
I think it's pronounced San Diego.
San Diego.
No, I think it's pronounced Tinker.
It is pronounced Tinker.
Looks like Troy to me.
Cute name. I don't even know who you... If I ever hired a twink, I would name it Troy Tinker.
It is. It is such a twink name.
Well, looks like he's with someone in the picture, so obviously taken. Calm down, Cecil. Turn off your grinder.
Shannon's back with us.
Sorry, it's late. I had to do a snort of coke.
It's been a hot minute. We're losing audience as we speak.
15.
All right. So let's talk about the hot topics of the week so we don't lose anybody else, because otherwise they'll switch to The View and the Fox and the CNN and all those other people with media that are hated by the Trump supporters.
I want to say a shout out to Sage right away because he's sharing our little post right now, and that's very, very sweet.
Sage, thank you so much. My God, and thank you for getting rid of all the evil demons in our room today as well.
That's true. We saged our entire house. Oh, we've got a scarf slap suggestion right off the bat.
Who?
Matt Gates. Is it Gates or is it Getz or what the hell is? How do you spell his damn name?
I'm guessing from the new. Well, we're going to get to that later. So, Chris Congdon, thank you for that. Is very wonderful. Wine Boy, if you could write that down and remind us.
We're marking that down.
Technological quoting things that we've paid big money for, that would be greatly appreciated. Remind us in Scarf Flower.
Oh my gosh, and Claire Getsy got her tight box with us today.
Oh my God, Claire.
Yeah, see? There you go.
Thank you so much. Wine Boy's a big fan, Claire, of the tight box. I'll tell you what.
Hey-o.
And she's not a big fan of the sunshine, so it's very moist and pretty and not sun-touched.
That's
she's like a porcelain doll.
I don't. She is like a porcelain.
Off the shelf.
That is true. She is like a porcelain doll.
Well, Wine Boy, if I were you, I would shatter that.
Sergey?
I'm
telling
you. I blame Twitter and the media.
Steph Wilson is chiming in with her. She's got... Oh, okay. She doesn't have a tight box, but she does have a wine box. I don't even want to know the status of Steph Wilson's box.
Well, we'll find out later. But all right, so we get so tickled when we have more than 16 people watching. We're like, my God, suck it, CNN.
Seriously, CNN cannot compete with these numbers.
Allow me to Whoopi Goldberg this view. The Supreme Court came in with their ruling that it is, well, you're better at technological terms, so go ahead, Cecil. Tell us what happened with the Supreme Court this week.
Well, the Supreme Court has been liberal as hell this week. First of all, there were two major rulings that are super exciting. First of all, the other day, and I can't say which day it was, but apparently the Supreme Court has decided that one cannot be fired for being a homosexual or being a transgender person, which unfortunately our current administration really wanted to see happen. But the Supreme Court was like, I think not, Mr. Trump. We're going to go ahead and we're going to look at the sex as a reason to not let somebody lose their job. And that's very exciting. And really all it means is that if you really want to fire somebody, you're going to have to do it, just for them being a shitty employee.
Oh, here. I mean, and exactly. Who's going to decorate your house, you conservative ladies who wine and dine all day and then pretend like you've been working all day when your husband gets home?
Exactly.
So
can I also just give a shout out to David Brady Hall for keeping a tally on how many viewers that we have? We appreciate that, David.
I was confused. Thank you for saying that it was a tally on viewers. Knowing David Brady Hall, I thought it was the number of children he's now had.
Seriously, David, keep it in your fucking pants.
He's like a Mormon, but without morals. That's a new t-shirt coming to a theater near you.
I'll say.
We have so many t-shirts that you all are going to be able to buy someday because we're amazing with our comments. Sizzle.
Oh my gosh. Sizzle sazzle.
Well, thank you for the gay Supreme Court, but what about DACA?
Oh, yes. That's the one that just came down today. And the word on the street is that we just don't want to get too excited about this DACA ruling because it really seemed to be just about a procedural matter as opposed to a policy matter.
But the major procedural thing that kind of clued me in like a glow stick at a gay club, so you told me, is that
it does draw the eye.
Yeah, the Supreme Court said that the current, we'll just say current, administration acted unlawfully.
Exactly.
It isn't just, okay, you didn't put paper in the printer or the ink is dried up in the jet printer. You acted unlawfully. So
you literally broke the law.
Again. That's
Ugh.
what they forgot to leave out. I forget. Sometimes my voice sounds a little conservative. I have to be careful.
Oh my God. Watch that.
Careful, he might show up with another glass of wine.
Please, goodness. No.
So my first thought on the fact that was 5-4. I don't know sport.
It was 5-4 for the DACA thing, yes.
So and Judge Roberts, who seems to be making up for the impeachment debacle, where he sat there filing his nails and playing Toon Crush or Candy Crush or whatever it is.
He's been playing Candy Crush on his phone.
Yeah, he was just like, okay, well, whatever, during impeachment. And now suddenly he's like, oh, I should probably type something and write a statement. But here's where I was going down a long, windy street to get to my point, is that all of the conservative, Republican, Christian-sided judges think that it wasn't illegal.
Oh, of course.
Sorry, you were checking your grinder. I know you're on Grinder. I can hear the burp.
I don't know what you're referring to, Sergey.
Anyway, let's get to the point, because people are going to go to bed with someone.
True.
Get off Russ, Gail.
What was the question?
Oh, good Lord. I knew you were looking at your phone and text messaging little young people with the youth perspective from Universal Studios. My point was, I don't like that things are so political in the Supreme Court. Why is it one-sided with one judge that changed the thought? That they said it was unlawful. Why is it the conservative Christian holier than thou supposedly side, who I admire, isn't on board with accepting people or acknowledging that it was unlawful?
I know. It's a really tough question.
I'm asking a very tough question, apparently. And if I'm asking a tough question, imagine what could come out of Fox News tomorrow.
Can't even imagine.
Well, we're moving on with that. Maybe people, oh Lord.
I will say that when you do stuff like this, it looks like you're jostling somebody's balls.
Well, they're definitely not wine boys. I'll tell you that.
I was hoping you were going to say boobs.
Oh.
Let me tell you something. Speaking of boobs.
Were we?
I am sizzle-sazzled, sassafrassy today from someone who said, why do you have so much hate?
Who said you had hate?
Well, I'm not going to mention names, but they do love a certain person. And I thought, wait, you love Trump. Oops, came right out of my mouth. And you think I have hate? Because what? I don't like kids in cages or black people being shot with no reason. And I have hate? Okay. Sorry.
Sergey.
I'm telling you, I'm so wound up. If I had titties, I would pull this sweater off and flash the camera right now. But I don't have titties.
I'll say, Sergey, you are just wound up. You are the woundest up that I've ever seen you, frankly.
Yeah.
Well, you're welcome, America. Miguel Panonesa, obviously the wall has not been built yet, says, I am going to bed with my dear wife. Well, Miguel, I hear you, because I also have to proclaim on social media that I'm going to bed with my wife. So thank you for telling America. All right, so enough about the Supreme Court and Trump's tweets.
Look at that. One of your biggest fans says that you are filled with love, Sergey.
Oh, I know. Well, I know a friend of mine is filled with love. I may have some bitterness inside this sweater I've been wearing for 6 years. But John Bolton brought out a book this week. And of course, Did
it come out this week?
Well, it hasn't come out, but it did release to the media, all the
Oh, sure.
news.
Okay.
where was he when the impeachment trial was going on? Now, he blames the Democrats for not doing a good job and pulling him by the hair and making him.
Pulling him by the mustache, that thing is... seriously, you could put that mustache on a motorcycle and ride safely down the highway.
That's a sexual position, handlebars. So I heard from you the youth perspective. Anyways, John Bolton's book's coming out. I don't think we need to buy it because I'm pretty sure the Cliff Notes will come out in the media. And who cares? Because
basically CNN has been giving the Cliff Notes for 2 weeks.
Yes, and then if you turn to Fox News, they're like, "Here's Curious George." Okay,
Exactly.
A lot of things have been happening this week, and I'm not trying to make light of this, but things have escalated so much that for those of us that grew up eating pancakes with Aunt Jemima syrup, Aunt Jemima has decided they're going to pull their mascot. Sorry if I say mascot, but what else? Their chime-in. Is it mascot? Anyways, they're going to change it because they feel it's offensive. What are your thoughts on that, Cecil?
Oh, I've always been skeeved out by the whole Aunt Jemima thing. I've been like, every time I see the Aunt Jemima in the grocery store, I'm like, ugh, this feels extremely racist.
You mean she was on the shelves, or actual Aunt Jemima was there?
Do you think that I meant to say that an actual woman called Aunt Jemima was walking down the aisle in the supermarket?
Well, it's not like there's a real Superman. So I'm just trying to say, I don't know if you know this, but they have actually changed the face of Aunt Jemima 6 times since Stacy Green, who was the original Aunt Jemima, passed away back in 1923 or 6.
Sure.
It was 1920 something. They've changed the face 6 times. I'm not sure why, although they have changed the Gerber baby many times. But I have listened to all of my Black friends, and they have made it clear that it was a stereotype, and I get that. Which is why I also would like to say that I think that the Quaker Oats should now also take Barbara Bush off of their canisters, because she's now passed away as well.
Oh, poor Barbara Bush.
Well,
Kelly Jenner chiming in. I'm a Butterworth man myself.
Well, some people use it for pancakes. Some people use it for lube. All right, Kelly Jenner, we're moving on.
Jenner. Oh my gosh.
Well,
we cannot cover this again.
Okay. All right. So anyways, I'm going to go out and...
Now, here's the thing.
Thank you for trying to get Eileen.
I was
waiting.
Thank you for stopping talking enough for me to do so.
Oh, remember last week when you were just on a rant?
I was on a roll last week, and I apologize.
You were on a 2
I was wound up last week. No, but here's the thing. Okay, the Aunt Jemima thing, yes, it is clearly a very racist thing. And I am shocked by the number of people who had to chime in on social media throughout the day about this icon, as if they were losing a best friend. And I'm like, I'm sorry. How on earth is this going to affect your life? If they change the icon, if they change the name of the syrup itself, how on earth is it going to shatter your life? It isn't.
Well, if you drop the bottom, it could shatter, yes.
But what is clear is that there is a racial stereotype that is been put on this bottle. And there are a number of people that find it excruciatingly offensive. And why not just go ahead and change that? It's like the thing with and people are like literally saying that they've lost a friend or that they've lost some sort of mammy that they known and loved all these years. And I'm sorry, that is bizarre if that is the case.
It's bizarre.
Oh,
hi, Robin Pedretti Kelly. Obviously, the wine is flowing in your house and the child is gone to bed. Nice of you to join us on the anniversary of Casey Anthony's non-guilty verdict.
Oh, was that today?
A lot's happened on this day in many years.
Many years ago.
So, Wine Boy, you know what time it is?
What time is it?
One more hot topics, and then we're going to go to Rhymes with Sports. We would like to give a shout out and a cheers. Raise your wine glasses, everyone, because this week on Sunday is Father's Day.
Yay!
Yay!
All the daddies out there that are, hey, daddy.
Hello.
Poor Robin has no idea where her child is.
She. I don't know where my child is. Well, anyway, speaking of Father's Day, hopefully you're. Someone send an Amber.
Hopefully that child's
Mr.
dad
Garden
knows
Florida.
where he is.
Anyways, cheers to all the fathers out there that never pulled out and made fabulous children all across America. Cheers to you.
Like us.
Yes,
Aw.
like me.
Thank you. I'm a father.
That's true. Wine Boy fucked a baby into his wife.
I wasn't sure where that sentence was
Ladies
going.
and gentlemen, this is now why we're on at 10:30 at night, because Cecil apparently hasn't been to church in a long time, and you know what I almost said?
I wish that I had come up with that joke, but I didn't. I stole that joke.
Well, you should give it back.
I think you only admitted that because Robin Pedretti Kelly was on here, and she would be like, hello.
It wasn't her
All
joke.
that.
It was somebody else's, though.
That's fine, as long as
All right.
they're not up here. All right, Wine Boy, so thank you, and congratulations on your baby. I hope you don't have another one, because we'll never have a show again.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, for real.
People, for all the people out there that are wondering why we're going on at 10:30 p.m.,
Yeah.
Wine Boy.
It is 100% my fault.
You can claim your time, Wine Boy.
Yes.
And explain the
But
situation.
the good news with that is all of us will be able to sleep in past 7 a.m. and Wine Boy will not. So karma,
Oh, no.
slap in the balls.
100%. I bet you I'll be up at 6 something, 7 something. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That'll be
Same.
the only thing up in your house.
Yeah, I still get morning wood. That's fine.
If.
Are we doing sports?
I was waiting on the ticker.
I gave you the ticker.
The ticker went by.
The ticker was by.
The ticker was by. Unlike
I think it's
Wine
pronounced-
Boy.
And nickel. Okay, we need bigger tickers. I can't. Wine Boy, your ticker is so
If I had a
slight and
nickel,
small that I can't
Oh,
even
man.
see when it's in.
I would love a bigger ticker.
You and me both, brother. Not us.
All right,
Seems
ladies
like-
and gentlemen. Dun, dun,
seems
dun,
like your ticker is big enough.
dun, 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 dun. I have to.
What is happening right
Why are
now?
you busy
What do
making babies? We
You
used to have
told
sound
me-
effects. We used to have sound effects when our studio was in Florida and Sadie was alive.
we did not have sound effects.
Oh, I
That's a lie.
scratched you through the
You-
screen like a kitty cat with
Are
rape.
you meaning when we did this not live and we could
Yeah.
actually edit the shit?
Yes.
Yeah, it was
Yes,
a little
and
bit different in post,
When
friend.
Sureg'ay used
Oh
to get
my-
thousands of notes from the peanut gallery of do this, do that, it's too long, and everything else. And for God's sakes, I never had a life. I had to move out of state where there's not high increase of COVID numbers in order to get some time on my hands to have a live TV show. Sizzle Sazzle, shut the hell up, Cecil. You are not as young as you look.
How fucking dare you?
You and Kelly and Conway are apparently in bunker Botox college.
Well, this just went off the
Well, you're welcome. The show just
That
got
went
started,
off
ladies
the
and gentlemen.
rails.
I am tired of being held back by college people who
Holy
don't even
shit.
vote.
Sergey.
You're welcome. So let's talk about sports.
Hold on,
I
real
don't
quick.
even.
I know you don't know, so I'm
Okay,
just
I
there you go.
haven't the
You're right.
foggiest idea where we're going with it.
Here's the ticker.
good. So first off, NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell, Google it because you won't know his name, finally came around the bin and said, you know
Did
what?
he do a reach around?
Gave a reach around to Colin Kaepernick, that's for sure. Because
Did he?
after what, 3, 4, 5 years where people were trying to pretend like kneeling was about dissing the flag when it really wasn't.
Oh, don't even get me
Now,
started
finally,
on that
Roger
bullshit.
Goodell was like, okay, you know what? Maybe we were wrong. We're losing money, and we may not have a season, and we need money. So, you know what? Maybe I should say that Colin Kaepernick, we were wrong. And he also went a step further than most people will, and said, you know what? He deserves to be in the NFL. And might I say that when the triggered people hear that on social media, they'll say things like, well, he's not a good quarterback. Well, let me just bring up the fact, and as you know, I'm a devout Christian. Tim Tebow also took a knee, and he has been regarded as a poor quarterback. Well, all right, fine. Let's just say this. There are much worse quarterbacks in the NFL, I promise you, because when I tune in on Sundays, because my wife, who wears flannels and wears her keys on the side, forces me to watch football, I'm like, that guy can't throw the ball. That guy can't throw the ball. Why isn't Colin Kaepernick and Tim Tebow in the NFL? I rest my case. Amen.
I feel like you just shotgunned your own wine.
Can I just say one thing about Tim Tebow?
I don't know if it's Sureg'ay will let you.
Be careful. My Timmy is a Christian and a virgin until 3 months ago.
Sure.
He was
Um,
going in, not going in.
I just love that Tim Tebow hosts a convention about trying to be a good sort of man, and the sort of billboard that is plastered on the highway is like, looking for a good man, hosted by Tim Tebow, and I'm like, no fucking shit.
Wait,
I'm
what?
sorry.
His wife looks wonderful. And first of all, where's that billboard? Is it near that Christian building that still hasn't been completed on I-4? Because that would be coincidental.
I don't even know what you're referring to, but yes.
That building in I-4 in Altamont that's literally been there forever. It's owned by-
That thing. Yeah, they're working on that. They're working on that, Stargate. They're gonna finish that thing if it kills them.
That and
By the
I-4.
Build the Wall Foundation. We're building a building for Christianity in Altamont Springs.
I think Scott Mills said it best. Tim Tebow has taken more than one knee. That is damn right, Scott Mills.
Yes. Him and Ryan Seacrest, they've been sporting the beards during quarantine and all year long. Also in sports, this is a bizarre twist. And stay with me here.
I'm with you, Sergey.
On me because
I am fascinated.
Ted Cruz is challenging Ron Perlman, who played Hellboy, to wrestle Jim Jordan for $50,000. He'll okay. Ted Cruz is a senator with
I
state of Texas with
would.
rising COVID-19 numbers, and he's busy on Twitter challenging Hellboy because he doesn't like what he's saying
To wrestle Jim Jordan?
Yeah, and Jim Jordan, GYM, and I say that because he has a scandal with his, where just like
Of course,
Sandusky,
of ignoring sexual complaints
with young
on
boys,
young boys on the wrestling team. Yes, of course.
Someone
I know
needs
who
to
Jim
take
Jordan
a knee
is.
in Ohio State. Anyway, so that's the big challenge and everything else. So they're going back and forth on Twitter, and Ted Cruz is doing this, and Ron Perlman just said, "Why don't you wrestle me, and I'll give it to your choice." And then, of course, Ted Cruz got all quiet, just like he did when Trump called his wife ugly,
Called his wife ugly,
and
exactly.
his father infidel or whatever it was. So Ted Cruz, shave your beard and
Ted Cruz,
shut up. You are a wuss with a capital P.
Bottom licker. Ugh. Ted Cruz.
Sorry, I got a little flabbergasted. I didn't know if it was my Wi-Fi signal or I heard bottom liquor. I just paused for a moment.
I said it.
Oh, I heard it. What others?
Ted Cruz has absolutely no dignity or standing in the world whatsoever.
No.
He's a disgrace.
Honestly, people just have short-term memory. Let me remind you of Ted Cruz at the convention. We thought he was a big hero. Oh,
I know.
And then
I was all like, "Yeah, Ted Cruz, go."
And then suddenly he was on his knees as well.
Oh,
all right, moving right along from sports because, well, there's not any sports on TV anyways, unless you're watching Korean soccer with no audience.
Well, they might bring back sports, and it's coming to Florida. That's all I got, really.
I heard that the wrestling thing was had one time been considered an
essential
business. Now has to shut down because somebody was.
You're talking about the WWE, right?
I think so.
Yeah, WWE had a couple of guys, somebody in their organization test positive, but apparently the last thing I saw was that they were back up, that they were taping again. But
are they back up?
I mean, I don't know. They tape everything, so
who knows?
Who knows?
And of course, wrestling is realer than climate change, but
hey.
But yeah, they're trying to bring back baseball with a smaller game. They're trying to bring back stuff.
Because one of our other celebrity friends is Mike Rome, and he is the announcer for WWE. So, Mike Rome, come on with us one of these days and chit chat. Let's talk about.
I would love for Mike Rome to come on.
I know it's kind of hot.
Oh my God!
That just came out. Never mind. Apparently, that I was in my thought in my head. Anyways, Mike Rome, come on and get a divorce, and I'll marry you this time, and it'll be your. I would. Well,
you have so many celebrity friends,
Sureg'ay.
Well, it's not who you know; it's who you blow. It's that. The wine is speaking for me like Ted Cruz wrestling match tonight.
What is happening right now? I think we should.
Tomorrow I'm gonna wake up. Tomorrow I'm gonna wake up, say a Hail Mary, and I'll be straight again. So calm down, boys.
Well, we are at that point.
Let's play. We're gonna play a little game called Guess the State.
Okay.
Okay. Have fun.
So, audience, this is your chance to chime in, all right? Cecil, you can play as well since you're actually part of the show, since you came back from Fort Lauderdale and you're so busy. So let's play a game that we call Guess the
State.
Thank you for playing, Cecil. All right, so audience, here it is. All right. So now, who has the lowest COVID-19 numbers in the country that also has Democratic governors?
Lowest COVID numbers, but a Democratic governor.
There's two correct answers.
Bob Buchanan is chiming in saying it's always Florida.
No, Bob, that's incorrect.
Okay. I'm gonna guess.
Okay.
Wyoming.
What has Wyoming ever done except have moose?
There's like nobody there.
Okay. Well, I'm going to give the oh, Marion Librarian.
Did she get it?
She's taking it like Ted Cruz and lady like Lindsey Graham with a male escort. Marion Librarian is taking it. Yes, Marion Librarian. That is correct. Wine Boy, put up Marion Librarian's comment. Michigan, who caught so much flack and also has a woman governor.
Yes.
Remember when old
Gretchen,
Boy
what's her
was
face?
saying, liberate your state and blah, blah, blah. Guess what? They followed the rule. But there's also a second answer. I'm waiting to see. Oh, Jenner. Jenner also had the correct answer. There's another state.
That has a
at one point, they had the highest numbers, and now they are the lowest in the nation. Why? Because they did everything right. They took the guff from Bunker Boy.
Is it New York?
That is correct. You get... Next week, we'll have swag, actually. So tune in next week, by the way, we'll have swag.
We will?
Yes, correct. We will, because I work. Michigan and New York now have the lowest COVID-19 numbers. It's not a competition, folks. It's just a matter of stating that New York and Michigan were targeted with a lot of rhetoric in the last few weeks. And now they follow the rules and everything else. And all right, so moving on. So that is correct. Michigan and New York. Lowest numbers now.
Marion Librarian seems very excited that you called her governor that woman. Next question.
Gretchen. It's Gretchen, right? Gretchen? I don't know.
Gretchen, what's her name?
Oh, suddenly the president of the United States calls her that woman, and he's like, oh, fine. You're the most disparaged person ever. And then me, little YouTube, with 16 followers.
We have 21 viewers right now.
Oh, well, we're not even on YouTube. We're only on Facebook.
Anyway, what's the next question?
Sorry, at least she got the name right. God, she's so greedy.
Oh my gosh.
So what is the highest increase in one day of COVID-19?
What do you think? I'm going to say Florida.
Da-da-da-da. You and Bob Buchanan also win. All right. So Florida, wear your mask. I know that it's just unpopular and don't tread on me on your koozies and things like
blah,
that.
Blah, blah.
Anyways,
but you know what? I will say this, at least in Orange County in Florida, that our Orange County sheriff has decreed that everyone must wear a mask starting on Saturday.
I did see that today on the Twitter. But if you're in Polk County, they will just shoot the COVID-19 if it shows up on their doorstep.
Of course.
Thank you, Grady Judd. Grady Judd, don't play. You know what? I was going to ask this question. I'm going to move on from that one because, well, you know what? I'm sassy. For our third, name that state. What's the state to most likely shoot a black man in the back?
Oh, good. That cannot be a statistic.
It's getting to be one.
The most likely?
The audience is going to chime in on this one.
This is terrible.
Well,
it
is terrible.
Professor,
you know actually,
Professor Dr. Denise Mose says
correct.
all of them.
Denise, that is absolutely correct. But
is it Georgia? Is it Georgia or no? Is it Kentucky?
Kyle Crowder for the win? But
really,
Gail Blackmer, Georgia, also. See.
Oh.
Never be afraid to ask a question for fear that the people actually have the answers. Unless you don't like the answers, thoughts and prayers go away.
I don't like the question.
Well, no one likes the questions, but that's why I'm here to ask the hard ones.
You're always interested in the hard ones, Sergey.
All right, moving on from that. So and now we're moving on to Scarf Slap, which is kind of similar.
It is about time.
I need a scarf. We need some sound effects. We got to work on that because we are definitely not at our 30-minute mark.
We are way over.
I was going to win this. Oh, listen to Wine Boy.
That's
Wine
the one
Boy is
sound effect
ready
I
to
got.
go with the scarf slap sound effect.
You know, I was going to wear this conservative plaid scarf tonight. I'm sure Gail Blackmer recognizes this one. But I think there's been so much going on this week that I'm going to need. Oh, God.
Oh, God. The whole set's coming down.
I need
You're
the
gonna need the pashmina.
I need the Dr. Burke scarf.
What
Because
on earth is that? A
Oh, my
curtain? Is that a curtain
God.
that you're wearing as a scarf?
Do those match the drapes?
Oh my
No COVID.
goodness!
All right, well,
It's like you're wearing a
don't
What
lie.
lamp-
Don't look
like you're wearing a drape.
I want to be
Sergey,
wearing Drake, but that's another story.
You look like a genie just came out of the lamp.
you have horrified Dr. Denise Mose.
We haven't seen her in 2 weeks, or Dr. Fauci. They're in Matt Lauer's basement. I almost choked myself. Okay, so
Denise, I am scared as well.
all right,
Okay.
so let's check out. Gail Blackmer. He automatically gets one every week. Don't you worry.
Exactly. It's like a given.
So, Cecil, I would like to throw to you for this week's scarf slap. Who would the first one be?
This week's scarf slap goes to
Hot.
literally anyone who is upset over this Aunt Jemima bullshit.
Oh, that's wow. Oh,
I mean,
but why? Oh,
God. You...
but you might need to explain, because I will admit, when you said anyone that stop it with the sound effects before I come to the screen.
I didn't know it went off when I
You're
moved
like
my
a
phone.
dingo. Who are you up? Who do you think is upset?
the people who are clinging to this ridiculous stereotype as if changing the name of this syrup is going to kill them.
No,
I mean,
probably the sugar content will actually kill them. But
exactly. It's like diabetes in a bottle.
it's diabetes.
Yes, diabetes.
Diabetes.
Anyway, anyone who is literally sitting there not supporting the change of this name can get a scarf slap.
You're he's getting eaten up like an anaconda.
I look like Britney Spears with a boa constrictor.
That's
You look like
being nice.
You look like J-Lo in that Anaconda movie.
Well, obviously, then I'm getting bad ratings. All right, so thank you for that scarf slap. I would like to give a scarf slap to people who think that the COVID-19 is a hoax perpetrated by the media and the Democrats, yet they're willing to sign a waiver in order to go to a Trump rally on Juneteenth, even though they changed the date, it's still in our minds, that they're like, okay, sure, sir, I'll sign a waiver not to sue you to contract a hoax.
A hoax.
So to all of you people who constantly come at people who just want to survive and not die, but yet you're now going to sign a waiver because you're scared, we give you a scarf slap.
Well, don't tee it up and not finish. No one likes blue scarf slaps.
This is true. That is for sure.
Wow, Wine Boy, apparently you're funnier the later we go.
Yeah, because you get more drunk. I mean, like, I get
You're not really funny. It's just my wine goggles.
it's 100% your wine goggles.
Sorry.
Can I give a scarf slap to Matt Getz or Gates or whatever the fuck?
Oh
his
yeah,
name
that
is?
was the other one.
I
we
think
needed
it's
to
now
scarf
going to
slap.
be Gates based on what I think you're about to say.
Gates and his son
Sorry.
Nestor.
There was so much spitting. I had COVID. I need a little Trump teeny real quick. So
Oh no! Oh,
Sergey, don't do it.
don't do it.
Don't drink the bleach.
Oh, not
Oh
the bleach.
no, we've lost him.
Sorry, my anal hairs were getting dark.
I know some ladybugs for you.
Ew.
Ugh, gross.
South Carolina, we're not playing Let's Guess the State anymore.
Why are you slapping?
Yeah, stop. You're going to make
I'm slapping Matt Gaetz for his just awful, just everything.
Agree. Put up Denise's Denise.
Exactly.
That is
His-
busy with Matt.
His
I don't
son.
even know what is
His
going on with this guy.
Son.
Well, we're going to teach you, wine boy, just like you have a child.
Okay.
Well,
Well, we haven't seen pictures. You just talk about her.
I do. She lives in Canada.
Tell her to bring my wife.
I think your wife's babysitting her.
I love that meme that says, "This is an ass." When America sees an ass, and it's a picture of Trump, and when Canada sees an ass, it's a picture of their prime minister's buttocks. I guess we haven't seen that yet. You know, Melania's boyfriend,
Justin Trudeau. Oh my goodness.
So apparently, from what Denise, I'm gonna paraphrase here. Matt Gaetz, the Bachelor, was apparently suddenly has a son out of the woodwork because he's one of the Republicans that didn't have an underground abortion. And now, to my knowledge, based on the underlying comments and side chat, is that Matt Gaetz' son might be of the Homo Depot persuasion. And so suddenly he may have caught in flack to deny he had a son, but suddenly he apparently has a son who happens to be 19. I mean,
What?
you never, when you're Republican, you're like, gosh, time flies when you have a gay son. And then suddenly 19 years later, you're like, I might want to run for another office. Maybe I should talk about the firefly in the closet now.
I cannot even process.
Denise, I am correct. And I was just going off the Twitter. So for those of you that don't follow people on Twitter, although it is exhausting, I might add, you can pick up tidbits and side comments from comedians because comedians still matter for those of you that just burns my taint. That people are like, comedians shouldn't talk. And I hate the media. But I'm going to post my
Would they please just
on
shut the fuck
social
up?
media.
Oh my god.
For those of you that hate the media and think all media is corrupt, get off social media. Sizzle, sazzle, drink.
We're supposed to slap.
Scarf slap.
I never understood that whole celebrities shouldn't say anything political because aren't they Americans too, just as much as a plumber or a dentist
Apparently
or
not.
somebody else? But like apparently
boy.
they
Apparently
shouldn't say anything. I don't know.
How many times have you seen a celebrity's crack while they're unclogging your toilet?
Can I just say, I know
What kind
this
of like a D star.
this is completely off topic, but anytime one of those commercials is like, these are not actors, these are real people, I'm like, I'm sorry, your actor's not real people.
Yeah, right.
Speaking of that, and
They're puppets.
I'm gonna put this in.
They're
I have
just
seen several
Robot
Craigslist
weird
ads
puppet.
for actors to show up at
Exactly. That's a scarf
Especially-
slap right
you can
there. Can we scarf slap an ad?
Let's
It's our show.
Craigslist ad for people who actually
For minorities to show up at a rally? I'm sorry. For what?
for $100.
And it's a
Okay.
Don't wait for it. Just go for it.
Oh God, you sound
And-
you
not
and
only
you are-
okay.
Kavanaugh apparently have the same pickup lines.
I'm sorry, but not only the $100, but apparently to work off community service.
How
I'm like,
dare you?
What? I'm sorry.
Anyway,
What?
all right. So, Denise, thank you so much for helping me clarify that.
It is Dr. Denise to you. I'm just saying.
I blame the media because her name doesn't say Dr. Denise.
It doesn't say doctor,
What
but
kind of doctor?
I know.
Oh.
I know.
What kind of doctor?
She is a PhD. She's written several books.
Thank you, John Bolton.
I'm out of wine.
Well, then we're out of a show. So we would like to say, Wine Boy,
Yes.
we would like to give a special shout out because at the end of our show, before we say goodbye, we have a little section we now call Pay It Forward. It's important for all of mom and pop businesses and great family-owned businesses to be able to get a shout out from us and all of our thousands of millions of followers. So we would like to say a special shout out to feedyoursoulbakery.com, who, if you have not tried any of their baked goods, they can ship to you. And I don't know that they could get it to you before Father's Day, but I think you should try them out. They are wonderful. The brownies, the cookies, and everything else that makes me look fatter on camera are delicious and well worth it. So check out feedyoursoulbakery.com. Now, obviously, we also love wine. And there is a new winery in Texas called 12fireswinery.com. But you can check out their website, 12fires.com. I have tried some of their red wines, and they will literally warm your soul and make your evening more festive than the 4th of July. So salute to Feed Your Soul Bakery and 12 Fires Winery. We love you, and we hope you do well because they are run by great people with great souls. And that's what America and the world is all about. On behalf of myself, Sureg'ay, and Cecil and Wineboy, thank you all for joining us here tonight live. We went a little long, but we know it was well worth it.
We sure did.
We would like
I didn't think we had that much to say.
That's why I highly recommend wine. Anyways, thank you so much for joining us. We've had a great week. Just imagine how much we'll be able to talk about next week.
Next week, 10:30 p.m. on the internet. Facebook.
Thursday, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For now, again, I'm Sureg'ay.
And I'm Cecil.
Bye, I'm Wineboy.
And Wineboy.